Hey, gang! Welcome to another edition of Vinyl Thoughts. Today, we're going to continue counting down my top 10 albums of all time. In case you missed number 10, I will post a link down below. Go check it out. But today we're going to talk about number 9. So very quickly, the rules. One album per band, and it has to be an album that I've had in my life for a long time, so probably nothing past the year 2000. Definitely nothing past the year 2000. What am I fucking talking about? Anyway, here's the disclaimer.
Album inclusion and placement subject to change without notice. The views and opinions of current Steven may not reflect those of future Steven. Prices and participation may vary. See store for details.
All right, so now we got that out of the way. Yes, this is a list that's fluid and it's going to change at some point during my life. I don't know, but right now, here are the albums. Here is number 9 on my top 10 albums of all time. Number 9, Pantera, Far Beyond Driven. Before we go any further, I hate this fucking album cover. It's fucking gross and kind of stupid. So just like on my last video where I talked about the Cannibal Corpse album cover, I absolutely prefer this album cover. I don't know. This is also the way that I bought it back in 1994. This is what it looked like. It's a much cooler cover. I get being edgy. Fuck, I don't know. But, you know, the reason why I'm okay with having this album cover is because this is actually a 1994 pressing of this album. So, it's OG. I'm cool with that. So yeah, I already did a video where I counted down all of the Pantera albums from least to greatest. So if you've watched that, you already know this is my favorite Pantera album. If you haven't, go check it out. I'll link to that down below also. Go check it out. But this album is just one of those ones where look at the fucking track listing. Strength Beyond Strength, Becoming, 5 Minutes Alone, I'm Broken. Then it, kind of takes a little detour with Good Friends and a Bottle of Pills. Once again, I can't fucking talk when I get so excited about albums that I love, and this is one of them. This album is just like fucking killer from beginning to end. If you know it, then you know what I'm talking about. So let's take a look at some shit. So this is some, the inner insert. And then we can look at the vinyl, but, it's nothing special. It's a record that came out in 1994, and it's just, just got the regular old generic label. But it is my favorite Pantera album. It is very, 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 very close to Vulgar Display of Power to me. Like, it's just barely right on top there. But of course, I'm only picking one album per band, so this is the one that I went with because it's the one that I go back to the most. There's so much good shit on Vulgar Display of Power, yes I know, but Far Beyond Driven for me is kind of where the band perfected what they were doing because they were always trying to get more brutal, but Far Beyond Driven is the album where they managed to get more extreme and more brutal, but also there's still kind of a classic quality to some of the songs. I can't really explain it. It just sort of, there's songs that you hear and it just makes you feel like a time period in your life. And that's kind of how songs on here, especially I'm Broken, really make me feel. And on top of that, an element that I really like about this album is the fact that Dimebag Darrell's guitar work starts to move into an area where he's kind of experimenting a little bit. Like, some of the riffs are kind of weird, almost like he's like, oh, I'm not really playing much when it comes to what I'm playing on the guitar, but I'm doing it through a weird pedal or a weird effect, and it just gives this odd sound. And so he's kind of like using these odd sounds and creating riffs out of them. But then there are other ones that are just legit badass riffs. I talked about it on the video I did before. Fucking Slaughtered. That song blows my mind every time I hear it. So there's not really a whole lot more I can say about this album that I haven't already said on that other video. But yes, it is my number 9 favorite album of all time and my favorite Pantera album. So yeah, there you have it. Number 9 in my top 10 albums of all time. Please, feel free to list your top 10 down below or just list your number 9. Like, don't let me know until I let you know. Although you could just go back and listen to that podcast I did and you would know which albums are going to be on here. Don't do that. Don't spoil it for yourself. This shit's important. Anyway, thank you once again for indulging me and watching my videos, and thank you for subscribing, and please let everybody know and get other people to this page, because the more the merrier, as they say. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys again very soon.